So we're gonna get straight into this one. Today's video is gonna be me showing you guys my entire shoe collection, but I, for the first time, got all of my shoes out, put them all in the same place, and realised that I've got a problem. I have got so many shoes, it's just ridiculous. So I'm not gonna show you every single pair of shoes in my collection. I am just gonna show you my favourites, the ones I wear the most. Yeah, I'll go and get first pair of shoes. The first shoe I'm going to show you is this Chelsea boot from Koyo. So it is called the Torrento boot. So these shoes were gifted to me as part of an Instagram gifting collaboration with them. And yeah, I absolutely just fell in love with these. They are a little bit beaten up. As you can see, I've worn them quite a bit recently because I just have a thing for black boots at the moment. They just go with everything. I just love them. They look smart. You can dress them up, you can dress them down. So these boots are quite an expensive option. They are handcrafted Italian leather boots, and they do come in at about $365 on the website. So I don't know what the conversion for that is, but the pound's looking pretty poor at the moment. So it's, God knows what it actually is. But yes, they're not a cheap option, but I was very lucky to be gifted these. So yeah, that's shoe number one. So the next shoe that I'm going to show you are these chunky boots from Bershka. So I have had these for about 3 years now, and they are just awesome. As you can see, they have a very chunky sole. Probably isn't great because I don't want to be ducking under door frames and stuff like that, but they are surprisingly comfy for how they look. As I say, I picked them up about 3 years ago. I think on the website they're called elastic ankle high boots or something like that. But they re-release them every year, just slightly changing. So as I say, these ones are about 3 years old, but they've released another one for this season, which I think is a similar price. They're around £70 for these. But yeah, so these are a very good mid-range, I'd say cheap-ish pair of boots that if you're looking to make a statement with your outfit, then I would highly recommend these for winter. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with these boots. Obviously, they're not to everyone's taste, being this chunky. Go and have a look at the new ones. They do look pretty cool. So next up is another pair of chunky shoes. We have these loafers from Naked Wolf, but they're just awesome. So it's obviously, they have the chunky sole, and we also have this chain detailing across the front, which is awesome. And again, surprisingly comfy for shoes that don't necessarily look comfy. Obviously, if you wear them walking about for an entire day, they're not going to be perfect. But what shoe is? But people always ask me if shoes are comfy or not, and it's kind of, they are, unless you literally are walking around for an entire day, because I don't think any shoes apart from trainers are comfy if you're walking around for an entire day. They're just not designed for that. So these ones are very weighty. Again, quite an expensive brand. So I believe these are something like £240-ish. That's just off the top of my head. I can't quite remember, but yeah, another piece that's a bit more of a statement piece, just to add something different to the outfit rather than a normal pair of loafers. So keeping in the realm of black boots, we have these, the classic Doc Martens 1461 smooth leather shoes, or boots. I guess they're boots. For me, a bit of a staple. They're quite a simple design, just a boot with the yellow trim, but they do just look very, very good on a lot of outfits. You can wear them with black trousers. I tend to wear them quite a lot with blue denim jeans. I think that just is a really cool look. 100% recommend a pair of Doc Martens. They do come in at about £120, which isn't too bad because you will have these for a long, long time. They will last you a very long time. So they can be a little bit uncomfy to start with, Doc Martens, but obviously with these leather shoes, the more you wear them, the more you wear them in and the comfier they'll be. So yeah, it is one of those. It's something that you just deal with. Right, so we're going to move on to trainers now. So I kind of went through a phase where I was obsessed with buying Nike collaborations. So the first shoe up is this pair of Nike Stuzzy Air Force Ones. When I saw that this collaboration was happening, I was desperate to get my hands on a pair. So they brought out a black pair and a beige pair. For these sort of releases, they tend to put on raffles. And what happens is you put all your bank details in, you enter into a raffle, and if you win, you will automatically buy the shoe. I entered loads for this one and the beige one, but I wasn't able to win it. Luckily, I have some very good mates who bought me this pair for my birthday. So yeah, which was a very nice surprise actually. So next up with the trainers is another Nike collaboration, and this time it is with Sacai. I believe that's how you say it. So these are the Nike Sacai Waffle Fragment trainers, I believe. So I was obsessed with these trainers again. It was the sort of double Nike tick, the double heel and double laces as well. It was just so unique and so cool. So I had to try and get a pair of these again. And this time I did actually win these in a raffle. So I think I won the raffle for these on the Soul Supplier app. Again, you just enter into the raffle, you can do one per person. And yeah, I ended up getting selected and purchased these. So I think when I purchased them, they're about £120, I want to say. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head, but brand new. These are going for over £200 on StockX. Obviously, I've worn mine quite a bit and I don't plan on selling them, so it's a bit irrelevant. But if you wanted to pick them up, I'd probably say StockX is the best place to get new ones, and obviously, hopefully guarantee that they are real. So finishing off with the Nike trainers, we have another collaboration with Sacai again. And these ones are called the Nike Sacai Vapor Waffle Sail shoes with the gum sole. So these are my favourite trainers, favourite shoes I've ever bought. So they are similar to the grey one, where they have the double sole, they have the double tongue, and they have the double laces. But it's just this colour that I love, and just the overall look of them. They're so different and unique. I think that's what I quite liked about these, is there wasn't many trainers like this at the time. This is like the third version of them. There's a couple of Nike Sacai's that I missed out early on, which I still do really love, but obviously the resale on them is quite expensive. So I'm not willing to just pay out £300-400 for a pair of shoes that would try to replace these, and I don't want to replace these because, as I say, these are my favourite shoes. So we're going to move on to the last pair of trainers now, and it's not a special pair of trainers, but it's a pair of trainers that I do probably wear the most out of all of them, and it is these New Balance 530s. So for me, these are the ultimate dad shoes. They give off that sort of 80s, 90s dad vibe. You wear it with oversized jeans. Yeah, I just love these shoes so much. They're so comfy. They go with most things, and they're just nice. So obviously the dad vibe isn't for everyone, and not everyone likes these sort of trainers, but this is a really good sort of cheap-ish option for that style. So that's probably all the shoes that I'm going to show you guys today. So let me know in the comments which pair of shoes were your favourite. Obviously everyone's got different tastes and they're different styles, so not everyone's going to love the shoes that I love, but it would be great to know what you guys actually think. And I will catch you in the next one.